This recap video is a little bit late, and I did have a little short that I uploaded about this, but I'm still going to do the recap anyway. So in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final, the Vegas Golden Knights defeated the Panthers 9-3 in Game 5 to clinch the Stanley Cup. And let's get to the recap here. So goaltenders for this game were Adin Hill for the Vegas Golden Knights and Sergei Bobrovsky for the Florida Panthers. And let's get to the goal scoring. So first period, Mark Stone with his 9th goal of these playoffs got a shorthanded goal to give Vegas a 1-0 lead. And then Nick Hague with his 2nd goal of these playoffs extended the lead to 2-0. And that was it for the first period as the Golden Knights were up 2-0. The Panthers had 8 shots on net in the first. They didn't score a goal. The Golden Knights had 11 shots on net in the first, and they scored 2 goals. So then we go into the second period. Ekblad with his 2nd goal of these playoffs, 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the second, made it 2-1. But then Alec Martinez with his 2nd goal of these playoffs gave Vegas their 2-goal lead back. And then Riley Smith with his 4th goal of the playoffs made it 4-1. And then Mark Stone got his 2nd of the game and his 10th goal of these playoffs to extend the lead to 5-1. And then just before the second period could end, Michael Amadio with his 5th goal of these playoffs made it 6-1. And that was it for the second period as the Golden Knights were up 6-1. The Panthers had 6 shots on net in the second. They scored 1 goal. The Golden Knights had 14 shots on net in the second, and they scored 4 goals. So then we go into the third period. Barbashev with his 7th goal of these playoffs made it 7-1. And then eventually, Ryan Hart with his 8th goal of these playoffs made it 7-2. And then Bennett with his 5th goal of these playoffs made it 7-3. But then Mark Stone was able to get the hat trick and his 11th goal of these playoffs as he scored in the empty net to make it 8-3. And then Nick Waugh got his 3rd goal of these playoffs to make it 9-3. And that was it for this game as the Golden Knights defeat the Panthers 9-3. The Panthers had 21 shots on net in the third. They scored 2 goals. The Golden Knights had 7 shots on net in the third, and they scored 3 goals. And with this, the series is over. The season is over, and the way the season ends is my team, the Vegas Golden Knights, are Stanley Cup champions. And yeah, so this is the last recap video for this season because it was the Stanley Cup final and we just won it all. I did make a short about this, but I figured I should still do a recap of this since I've been doing recaps of every game for this NHL season. And this is a great way to end it for this season because we are the Stanley Cup champions. So I'm really happy that we won our first Stanley Cup in franchise history. And yeah, so that's all I have to say. Peace. Go Knights, go. And we will see you next season.